It's been days, months, or maybe even years since Mega Man defeated Dr. Wily and his plot to rule the world. 6 robot masters were vanquished and harvested for their powers by the Blue Bomber. We are now entering the year 200X, and Wily is back to his evil old ways with a brand spanking new fortress and 8 robot masters to confront Mega Man. This is
Mega Man 2.
What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome back to another episode of Blast from the NintenPast, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mega Man 2, which is highly regarded as one of the best, if not the best, Mega Man game in the series, even though it does kind of have an odd box art. Why is Mega Man holding a laser gun? Where's his Mega Buster? And what is wrong with his leg? The structure of Mega Man 2 is very similar to the original game in that it gives you the privilege of choice. Throwing linear gameplay out the window, you get to pick from 8 different levels to play through right from the get-go. Each level is designed after one of the 8 robot masters that you will encounter at the end of each level. These include Metal Man, Air Man, Bubble Man, Quick Man, Crash Man, Flash Man, Heat Man, and Wood Man. For example, Bubble Man's level has water that causes Mega Man to become more floaty, and Heat Man's level has fiery lava that spells instant death. In each level, you'll be greeted with a series of different obstacles for you to platform along that require precise controls and timing, along with there being a great variety of enemies to fight with your oh-so-trusty Mega Buster. On your first run through the game, it's pretty difficult since you don't know what hazard is going to pop up next, and you will get game over quite a few times. What I found nice about the game overs in Mega Man 2 is that it doesn't restart you to the beginning of the game, just the beginning of the level that you were currently playing. Thank you, Capcom! A really cool gameplay mechanic is found once you defeat a boss in a fight to the death, and you will then be able to harvest that boss's powers and use them for your own heroic needs. For example, Metal Man will give you saw blades to throw, and Quick Man will give you a barrage of boomerangs to use at your leisure. Having powers helps mix up the gameplay, considering enemies will be weaker to certain attacks or even be immune to some, so you really have to figure out which weapon is best for the situation. Each boss has a weakness to a certain ability, so figuring that out can be crucial, like using Metal Man's power to defeat Bubble Man with just about 4 to 5 hits. It did feel like some weapons didn't really get used much though, especially the heat gun. I really didn't find much of a use for that. Anyways, you have to use these weapons sparingly though, considering they have limited ammo. Conveniently, enemies will drop ammunition canisters that will refill whatever weapon you have equipped at that time. After a few of the levels, your master Dr. Light will drop by to give you 3 different items conveniently called items 1, 2, and 3. It must have been a pretty lazy day for the developers. These items will allow you to spawn platforms in midair that will allow you to reach otherwise unreachable places to find alternative paths where extra goodies lie, like energy tanks to give you a backup reserve of health, or just to continue through the level. I actually really enjoyed the idea of there being alternative paths for you to take, since it allows you to venture around more and give you a sense of discovery. Think the game ends after those 8 robot masters? Nope. I was pleasantly surprised to find out that there are 6 more levels at Dr. Wily's fortress. Wait, why is he raising his eyebrows at me like that? Villainy 101, everybody. Besides all that eyebrow raising, there was one boss in one of Dr. Wily's stages that I just didn't really like. This thing. I couldn't figure out a way to destroy it without dying once, because the only weapon I found that worked against it was the Crash Bomber, and considering its ammo runs out quite fast, I didn't have enough to destroy it, prompting me to die so I can refill it. Mega Man 2 is constantly praised for its soundtrack, and let's just say it does not disappoint. Each Robot Master level has its own theme song, and almost every single one of them is well done. I wasn't the biggest fan of Bubble Man's song though, it's just kinda blah. And then there is Dr. Wily's stage. Oh yeah, that one gets the adrenaline pumping, it's fast-paced, upbeat, and it's just amazing. Now considering Mega Man 2 is an NES game, the graphics are nothing too special, but there are some nice touches here and there, like having the forest in the background in Woodman's stage, or having a waterfall cascading down the screen in another. Another neat addition was in Flashman's stage, where the lights would go in and out depending if a lamp enemy was alive. Mega Man 2 is definitely a game that can be played over and over again and give you a different experience each time, since you can play the levels in different orders, and having different powers at different times will change up how you play. Overall, there really isn't much to not like about Mega Man 2. I enjoyed the concept of giving you a choice of which level to play next to make it feel not so linear. So, thegamingpixelshow.com is awarding Mega Man 2 a 9 out of 10. I guess that will wrap up yet another episode of Blast from the NintenPast. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. You can stay tuned for more videos like this in the future, along with my regular video reviews for games that are in the present, along with my craziest Nintendo stuff this week video series, and my new segments. But I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!